Sure.
Clearly, you know your way around a slice of pizza. How did you actually get started in the pizzeria business?
So my aunt and uncle were the original owners of Wise Guys in South Buffalo. They originally opened in South Buffalo. They opened a second location on Hurdle, and
Okay.
long story short, they got out of the business. They sold. They ended up selling the Seneca location to my father. So my dad did the Seneca location for 25 years, I want to say. Um, and that's all through. So when I first started work, I actually originally started working for my aunt and uncle because they owned it. When I was, I first turned, it was 14 to work. Back then I was 12, but it was a family business. So I actually started making pizzas when I was 12. But so I started in with it. Then my dad, I took to it well. So then my dad bought it from them and took it over, and then we moved over here to we sold. I went to Niagara University. I actually have a BBA in accounting, and at one point I was going to become an accountant. So while that was happening, my dad sold Wise Guys to Jay, who was one of our longtime managers at the time. So long story short, I didn't like being an accountant. I was a good accountant, but I didn't like it, and I wanted to be on my feet. I'm too hyperactive. I got to be on my feet, working with my hands. So it didn't work out for me. I hated being an accountant, and my dad ran out of home improvement projects to do around the house for my mom. So he's a workaholic. So he hated being retired. So long story short, we both hated it, and then so we went and opened up Wallys. So we bought this building, and we came over here and set up shop. And so it's pretty much it's the only job I've ever had, and it's all I've ever really done.
Yeah, it makes sense why the pizza's so good because
I make jokes that I was baptized in a deep fryer, and
Well,
it makes sense.
and then I bleed